Travel in luxury while you save both time and money. In the 1960s, you were trucking in style if you had a Mercury sleeper mounted on your truck. Going way back, trucks didn't have sleeper berths. Long-haul trucking required either sleeping behind the wheel or paying for a motel. This wasn't ideal, but again, that truck was so much better than the team of horses and freight wagons that they had replaced, so those truckers were grateful. I digress. The history of sleeper trucks isn't the topic for this video. I've got a video coming soon on that history of sleeper trucks. But today, I want to talk about one specific pioneer in the sleeper industry. Go on and subscribe to the channel so you can get notified when that new video comes out. Then smash that like button and let's talk about Mercury Fabricators. Mercury Fabricators of Gardena, California was one of the premier sleeper builders of the past. They should not be confused with the Mercury Sleeper Company of Grand Rapids, Michigan. The Mercury Sleeper Company pays homage to Mercury Fabricators by making similar built-to-order sleepers today. Starting around 1959, Mercury Fabricators answered the truckers' call for a home away from home. At the time, cab-over drivers were enjoying the luxury of a bed behind the cab. But conventional cab drivers were left with motel bills. Thanks to length laws and weight laws, truck manufacturers were neglecting conventional drivers. So it was left up to the aftermarket world to step in. One of these companies was Mercury Fabricators. Their idea was to build a rugged and lightweight sleeper with a few standard widths or any custom size requested by the driver. This was a tall order, as rugged and lightweight usually are at odds with each other. However, their engineers were able to solve the problem with aluminum construction. Aluminum construction allowed the sleeper to be much lighter than steel and just as strong. This construction allowed the Mercury sleeper to be practically maintenance-free for the driver. The aluminum exterior allowed for ready-to-paint finishes to match the tractor it will be mounted on. It also allowed for the most striking finish of the time and the finish that they are most remembered for. The aluminum could be polished to a mirror shine. This polished finish made the truck really stand out from the crowd. To add to this fancy polished look, Mercury stamped a pattern on the skin which gave them a very distinctive look. Mercury sleepers are constructed with 2-inch insulated walls, doors, and roofs. These features help keep the driver cool in the summer and warm in the winter. To get in and out of the sleeper, Mercury included an exterior door on the curb side. Mercury also offered a rubber gasket to connect the sleeper to the cab via removal of the cab back window. This would allow the driver access without compromising weather integrity. This was a very common way to access the sleeper back in the day. For the most discriminating driver, Mercury even offered a walk-through cab connection that allowed the driver to cut the back wall of his cab and walk into his sleeper, like the modern-day integral sleepers do. Other exterior features included stainless steel door hinges, heavy-duty chrome door latches, insect-proof crank-out windows, and pre-installed steel mounting brackets. Mercury sleepers came in two standard heights of 58 inches and 64 inches. Mercury made their sleepers 90 inches long with standard widths of 30 inch, 34 inch, 36 inch, 40 inch, 48 inch, and 60 inch. Whew! They covered the gambit for any trucker's needs. But guess what? If any of those standard dimensions wouldn't suit a driver, Mercury would build any custom size. Now, for the driver worrying about safety, Mercury used flame retardant materials to construct the sleeper. And Mercury sleepers were also built according to federal and state standards for vehicle safety. Clearance, backup, and taillights are among a host of optional features a driver could choose from. Other options included steel access steps, double luggage doors, two-way hingeless vents, chrome grab handles, and many styles and colors of vinyl to match your cab interior. The driver could design his sleeper just the way he wanted and be the true king of the road. What's funny is how long it took for the model world to make Mercury sleeper models. AMT made a 1/25th scale Mercury sleeper kit and chrome plated it to go with their 1/25th scale model truck kits. But that was pretty much it until the 3D printing world came along and those fancy sleepers were starting to be offered in other scales, including 64th. Though, if you know me, I'm not that big of a fan of 3D printed stuff. Yes, 3D printing allows for some unusual machines to be replicated that would never be possible in diecast or even plastic due to the market for them being so small. But I've never liked the finishes. Just not as polished as a factory production run. So, I was out of luck on a Mercury sleeper until now. Diecast Promotions has finally tooled up a Mercury 60-inch deluxe bedroom sleeper to mount on their various vintage conventional trucks, like the new White Western Star, Kenworth W900A, Peterbilt 359, and even Pete 379. And here we go, guys. This is a beautiful Peterbilt 379 pulling a Mack spread axle square bottom coal end dump trailer. It's a DCB by first gear, 1/64th scale replica, ages 14 and up. Comes in their standard box here with the two-piece blister, a nice mural in the back. It has extra mirrors in the package, and then underneath we have the item number of 60-1893, and there's the information. It is cyan and chrome. The Mack end dump is chrome plated with cyan painted on the fenders and on the center caps on the wheels. The cab is cyan with a chrome Mercury sleeper. This is the 60-inch, really nice 60-inch sleeper that Mercury has. And then they also have a 36-inch, and I will review one of those later when I get another model that has one. Now let's go on and open him up. Again, it's in the two-piece blister, and they taped the blister so it doesn't fall apart when you open it. Really, really sharp. Up there you can see it has the mirrors. Oh, there's also a chrome fifth wheel cover with this one. Now, I already cut the tape, so it'll be easy to take apart and open up. And there we go. Take that off. Pull the trailer out first, and then pull the tractor out. Now, I've already talked about the Mack square bottom before, so I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail, but we'll talk just a little bit about it, especially since this is a sharp one. You can see it's chrome plated. See the reflection of my thumb, the camera right there. It's got the Mack logos on it. This one has a spread axle configuration. It's frameless end dump, and it has fenders over both sets of tires, and they painted them in blue. Let's see, 3/4 of the way blue there, all the way blue, and then it has little black for the rubber mud flaps at the bottom. Then on the back, we have the Mack branded mud flaps. The big center flap, it has the opening little coal chute door, and then the door itself does swing just like that. Really, really nice. Now, it is chrome plated, so be careful when you touch it because you don't want to get it all fingerprints on it, wipe them off afterwards. The tarp does flip over. You could roll it, but it just flips over. It has the bows and the interior, screw down landing gear, and it has the piston so that it goes up. And then we'll set this guy off by itself, and then we'll look at the tractor because that is where this set is really cool, is that tractor has the new tooling of the sleeper. Now, 379 is kind of a new truck to have a Mercury sleeper on, but people have put them on them, so that's not out of the norm there. Now we'll just set this guy off here and then get the tractor. They started with the 379 that normally has the Unibilt sleeper or the 36-inch sleeper, and instead of that, they put the Mercury sleeper on it. You can see it is chrome plated, so it's hard to see all the detail, but there you can see all of the molding which Mercury did on the sleepers. It's got the door right there, and it's got the little window, toolbox. This is where the bunk would be above the toolbox, so when you go through the window, you land on the bunk, and then this here is where you would walk through it. That would be the passageway along the back wall instead of the front wall. Really sharp. The teal, they put that cyan blue, the beautiful blue, they put it down on the frame. They put it onto the fuel tanks. They put it on the center caps. Positionable steering, not true steering, just positionable. Chrome exhaust, chrome battery boxes, chrome bands on the fuel tanks. So there's enough chrome to go with it. It's got the chrome front grille with the chrome headlights, and it's the dual headlights on each side. Peterbilt logo there. Peterbilt logo on the side of the hood. Marker lights are molded in, and then it has a nice chrome big Texas drop bumper on the front. Under the hood, they painted the engine the cyan so that it matches the rest of the truck. Really, really sharp. Over on this side, you can see more of the detailing there on the door and the toolbox, and then the chrome. Really cool. Window there. No windows in the sides, just like the real ones. It has 45 miters on the stacks, and then you can see chrome mirrors. Up top, they put the 9 lights right here. They put the big light bar option instead of the standard 5. It's got a nice chrome drop visor, a little bit bigger than stock, but not overly crazy. On the back, we have a chrome deck plate that goes across the whole frame, covers the whole frame up, so it's nice and chrome. It has not the show fenders, it just has nice over the hump fenders that are painted in the cyan, with a little black on the bottom for the mud flaps, and then it has the brake lights. The back of the sleeper, you can see it has the rib detail, which is cool. It's got a little more detail there, and then the back window, kind of small, but those were those windows that would open either way without hinges. Top of the sleeper, nice solid chrome. They just chrome plated that. It is really nice. And yes, it is metal. It is not plastic. So it is a really nice piece. Now let's go on, hook him up, and show him off. That Mercury sleeper is a really cool addition, and they've done both of them. They've offered them both chromed and body painted, which Mercury did that back in the day, so that you could have either options. You need to have a chrome one. If you really want a Mercury, just one in your collection, make sure you get a chrome one, because they were most known for their polished aluminum, which made them look like they had a mirror shine, and the chrome plated is as close as you can get in Diecast to that, so get one of those. And I would recommend getting a truck with both a 36 and a 60-inch, so that you can have both sleepers that they've got. Then That way you have both in your collection. This one here, like when I first saw it, I wasn't too sure about the colors, but afterwards, man, these colors are actually really, really cool. I like the colors, and yeah, I would keep this truck. It is going to be a really sharp truck, ready to go. I've got a few of them left on my website. They'll be there while supplies last. The link will be down below. And there you go. The 1/64 scale Peterbilt 379 with a 60-inch flat-top Mercury sleeper, pulling a Mack spread axle, square body, frameless end dump trailer. It is also chrome plated. The 60-inch deluxe bedroom sleeper included a 36-inch bunk area with an aisleway beside the bed, inside and outside access to the storage area, room for a walk-in closet, refrigerator, bathroom facilities, TVs, and thick pile carpeting. If you have enough clearance, then go first class with the deluxe 60-inch unit. Guys, since you're watching this video, I know that you're fans of classic trucks and the iconic companies that built America's highways. Now, you can get a high-quality, soft jersey t-shirt every month featuring vintage logos from legendary trucking companies, ones that help shape the industry but are no longer around. That's exactly what you get with the Trucking Fallen Flags T-Shirt of the Month Club. Each month, you receive a comfortable, beautifully designed shirt that lets you celebrate the rich history of trucking while feeling great in premium jersey material. It's the perfect way to keep these forgotten companies alive. Join now with the link down below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please go on and subscribe to the channel because I'll be back very soon with the history of sleeper trucks. Thanks, guys.